Okay, so last night was the WWE Raw reunion where we saw a ton of legends return, and the show was, I'd say, okay. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below, but it was great to see these legends return, and one of which is one of my favourite wrestlers of all time, and it was quite a shock to see this wrestler because currently he is contracted to Impact Wrestling and his contract expires, I believe, in October. And that superstar was the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam. Now, albeit he wasn't utilised that well, to be honest with you, I would have liked to have seen at least one 5-star frog splash from RVD, because of course Rey Mysterio did it for him. Nice little tribute there from Rey. So I would have liked to have seen him utilised a bit better, but it did seem that RVD was enjoying a couple of beers in the end with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it got me thinking that if Impact Wrestling are willing to do a deal with WWE to allow Rob Van Dam to go to WWE for one night, now this benefits RVD. It might generate a little bit of conversation about Impact Wrestling, but I don't think it's going to bring too many new eyes to their product. If this can happen, why can't Rob Van Dam return to WWE Games? I would love to see this. Now, the last time we saw the whole effing show, Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam in a WWE game was WWE 2K18, and I actually showcased his entrance. I was the first person to show his entrance as part of the WWE 2K18 reveal. Now, I would love to see him return because he is one of my favourite wrestlers, but it does beg the question, could this now be possible? Could he indeed make a return to WWE 2K20? Now, before you quickly shoot me down and say, that's not possible, did you think it was possible for him to be a part of the Raw reunion last night? It was only earlier in the day that we started to see merchandise on sale at the WWE event, which then brought the rumours, and then the rumours became reality. So if that's possible last night, why can't it be possible for a WWE game? Because the contract, the way that I'd see it in my head, is that it would be negotiated between WWE and Rob Van Dam. So it would be Rob Van Dam earning some royalties for being featured in a WWE game that has no impact on his involvement in Impact Wrestling. So I just think, it's a good deal for RVD, and it doesn't detriment Impact Wrestling in any way. He's not going to wrestle at a WWE event. He didn't wrestle last night. He just was there for some nostalgia. And that's exactly the same as what he would be for a WWE video game. So I actually think this would be rather cool. And also it got me thinking about all the legends that were featured last night at the Raw reunion and the potential of some of them making their return to a WWE video game. Not just Rob Van Dam, but how about the Boogeyman? That'd be pretty cool. He hasn't been in a WWE game for quite some time. There's a rumoured talk about the return of Hulk Hogan. I'd like to see Hulk Hogan back in a WWE game. And then how about Hall of Famer Tori Wilson from the women's side? That's just a few names, to name a few. Even Santino Marella, he was pretty funny last night, I'll give him that. But if WWE are willing to bring all these legends together under one roof for one night, and let's be honest, that's a lot of work with minimum reward, because last night didn't enhance any storylines, it didn't boost any current day talent, all it really did was bring nostalgia, and that was it. Now what I'd like to see, where they could get maximum reward, is to sign up these legends to a WWE Games contract, and whether that be for the 2K version of the game, or the Yux version that we've heard about, a SmackDown Here Comes the Pain remastered, or whatever Yux are working upon, it would just be awesome. And that would give you maximum reward, because people, I'm sure, would be interested to see some of these legends back in a wrestling video game. So I've got the Raw reunion page open now on WWE.com, and let me just roll off some of these names so you can think about it for a second. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rikishi, The Godfather, Sergeant Slaughter, Mark Henry, Santino Marella, Eve Torres, Kelly Kelly, Torrie Wilson, The Boogeyman, Hurricane Helms, Jonathan frickin' Coachman, Triple H, The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, The Immortal, Hulk Hogan, the five-time Booker T, the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, Kevin Nash, and Rob Van Dam. That's a roster in itself. So regardless of what Yuks are coming up with, WWE 2K or Yuks should sign up this talent. It would be great. So anyway, I want to get your views and opinions on this. First and foremost, do you think Rob Van Dam will be in WWE 2K20? Do you think that we could somehow negotiate it, that RVD can be in a WWE game once again? In my opinion, he was sorely missed in 2K19 after being in 2K18, so I want him back for 2K20. And I think because I too was one of the doubters when it was rumoured that he was going to be at the Raw reunion last night, I was thinking, nope, contracted to Impact Wrestling until October, that ain't gonna happen. It did. So if that's possible, then anything's possible. And I would love to see superstars that leave WWE still be able to negotiate deals to be in WWE games, because I think it's a great loss. This is an extension of WWE, so it doesn't have to really reflect, the bad blood behind the scenes. It just gives the fans what they want, which is to play as their favourite superstars and their favourite legends. So it would be great if we could get, just an openness. And I do think that if WWE were willing to speak with Impact Wrestling about RVD being at the Raw reunion last night, we've seen in the past where they lent Christian to TNA, and we've also seen how they've used footage from Impact Wrestling of AJ Styles. There is a working relationship there, but if this could happen with other companies too, boy oh boy, would it be fantastic for a WWE Games roster. Now the only issue which I see with a company where this couldn't happen is of course All Elite Wrestling. WWE are not willing to negotiate. They're not doing any deals. They're pulling their superstars from Jericho's podcast. It ain't gonna happen, and that's a great shame, because that means that Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, won't be in a WWE game this year, nor will Chris Jericho. Cody Rhodes, long gone, and also Goldust won't appear. It's a shame, but there you go. But there could be other instances that WWE could work on to make sure that some of their legends are back in the WWE Games fold. So I want to get your opinions on that. I want to know what you think of the ability of bringing RVD into 2K20. He was there last night. Why not? And then from the legends which you saw in the ring last night, who would you like to see who hasn't always been in a WWE game, so they're not there continuously year after year? Who would you like to see from that crop of legends we saw last night at the Raw reunion? Who would you like to be in 2K20? For me, the Boogeyman, Hurricane Helms, because of course WWE games are meant to be fun, and those two characters are extremely fun. I could do some cool things with them in universe mode. Just thinking about that. But anyway, it's not about me, it's about you guys and having your opinions, your feedback. Make sure you have your say in the comment section below. And it just got me thinking, all the stuff that happened last night. Let me know too what you thought of the Raw reunion itself. I just thought it was an average show with some legends. That's not great. That's because the legends weren't truly utilised in any specific way to help the current day talent. It needs to be more than just legend power. That's just my opinion. But for now, have your say, and I'll see you later.